Hi everybody, we're back, and today Geoff and I are answering your questions about how many calories you can burn doing non-exercise activity. This is a really fun topic, and it's a question that we've gotten from clients over the years so many times, and so it's going to be really fun to dive into your specific activities and get to the bottom of how many calories you're actually burning. So should we get into it?
Let's do it.
Okay.
There are so many interesting questions here, but before we dive in, just to let everyone know, the calorie ranges that we present here, they're really their best estimate.
Sure.
There are a lot of factors that can make you burn a little more, a little less. So the take-home message here is we want to inspire you to be physically active, and it's kind of fun to know about how many calories that you're burning with those activities that you love to do the most.
Yeah, it really is. You want to hear the first one?
First one, yep.
Okay. How many calories does gardening burn? A lot of gardeners around here.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
This was the most popular question. So gardening or yard work that's pretty light activity but constantly moving is going to be about 100 calories per hour. So nice and light 100 calories. If you're talking about moving buckets of water, you're moving rocks, you're pushing a lawnmower, then you're looking closer to about 200 calories per hour.
Wow. That's a lot. You have a big yard, you can really burn a lot.
If you have a big yard, you can get a great calorie burn in one day.
Okay, let's go to the next one. For the next one?
All set?
Okay, so how many calories does walking your dog burn?
Dog walking, another one of my favorites. So dog walking would be about the same calories as just going for an easy stroll. So about 100 calories per hour. If you have a really energetic dog, then it's a very brisk walk, you could burn up to 200 calories per hour. If you like climbing hills, maybe going to Mount Nittany, you can really get a good calorie burn. But think about 100 calories for an hour walk.
Mm-hmm. Now, what about if you have multiple dogs? Does that change it?
Depends on how well behaved they are, I guess. I know that mine love to stop every 5 feet and sniff. And then when they find a groundhog or a rabbit, then they go full bore and it turns into a jog.
Okay.
So it can get pretty tricky.
It's intervals.
Interval training. It can get pretty tricky, but right. Yeah, the more work you have to do, the more muscular work you have to do to make the walk happen, and the more you're moving, the closer you're going to be to that 200 calories an hour.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's move on. This is another hot one I was excited for. Pickleball. 1 hour of pickleball.
Okay, so for pickleball, we have to really specify the kind of play. So for doubles, which most folks at one-on-one participate in, that's about 250 to 350 calories per hour. But that's constant movement. So that doesn't count if you're taking 10 minutes between matches, if you're grabbing a drink. So that constant movement, you can still burn over 300 calories per hour. Now, if you're playing pickleball singles, especially for someone that's very competitive, that's a big time calorie burn. That's going to be north of 500, maybe up to even 700 calories for an hour of intense singles pickleball.
Wow, okay. So the key here with the pickleball is the amount of time that the duration and the intensity.
Duration and intensity.
Yeah, okay. So you know, all these viewers out here, ask yourself, how hard am I playing and how long am I going without taking a rest? And then that should give you your answer. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Next. Golf. We have both walking 18 and riding 18. There's got to be a big difference.
There's a really big difference. So if you are using a golf cart for 18 holes, this isn't per hour, this is on average the total game, it's going to be about 400 calories. You're still moving your body, it's still something, it's great. But if you're going to walk and carry your bag for all 18 holes, we're talking more than 3 times that. So that could be up to 1,400 calories. If you're going to play 18 holes walking and carrying your bag with you.
Wow. Wow, I wasn't expecting that, actually.
I wasn't either when I researched it.
Yeah, this is as much fun for us as it is for you guys. This has been really, really cool. Okay, now this is an interesting one, horseback riding. And there's a couple other notes on here. There's the English style, which is posting, trot, canter, and jumping versus the Western trail ride. Yeah, okay.
This one was really interesting. So I was thinking about this, and when you're riding a horse, you're using a lot of your thigh muscles. There's a lot of muscle squeezing involved, so it has to burn some calories. So a nice easy pace, that Western trail ride, that's going to be about 200 to 300 calories per hour. So it's you are physically active. You're getting a burn. Now the English style, where you're moving faster, maybe doing jumps, competitions, that's a good bit higher. So that'll be somewhere between 550 and 700 calories an hour, almost like pickleball.
Yeah.
That's 700 calories per hour if you're a competitive rider.
Yeah. Neat. Okay. Up next. Oh, this one's fun. Playing the drums. Heavy drums, double bass. I don't know what that means, but
all right.
It's specific.
This one is near and dear to my heart as a fellow drummer. So I felt this one was really fun. So lighter playing styles, kind of jazz and pop. Say someone's doing a gig or an hour-long practice. That's going to be about 300 calories per hour. So it's still, once again, light activity, great exercise. But if you're playing more intense styles, so this is rock drumming, heavier styles, you're really going at it, that's going to be 500 to 600 calories per hour for really intense drumming. So that's a fun way to exercise.
Yeah.
Or in this case, a non-exercise activity even to get some calorie burn.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Up next. And we have two more. Okay. Paddle boarding. Stand-up paddle boarding.
This one I did not know a lot about, so I had fun digging into this. So paddleboarding, if we're thinking moderate intensity, so you're not just out for a cruise, you're moving. That's going to be 400 to 500 calories per hour. So that's also a great option for a recreational activity outside of your formal exercise.
Yeah, cool. Okay, this one is kind of funny. We have a joker here. Okay, sleep. This is their favorite activity, sleep. How many calories do you burn when you're sleeping?
Right. So not technically neat, not a non-exercise activity. However, while we're sleeping, we are burning on average 40 to 50 calories per hour. And that's just to keep our brain functioning, keep our organs functioning, and keep us alive.
40 to 50. Okay, I'm not going to put all my eggs in that basket.
No, unless you want to sleep for 16 hours a day, maybe you could get a couple more, but then you're missing out on paddleboarding and horseback riding.
Yeah, those fun activities. Well, this was really great. So what is the difference between, how would you differentiate between non-exercise activity and formal exercise activity? And if you have only a certain amount of hours in the day, how do you prioritize what you're going to do?
Okay. So always prioritizing that formal exercise throughout the week. And if that's almost every day, that's fantastic. More the better. And with formal exercise, it's two qualities. It's structured, so you're going in with a strict game plan, and it's also progressive. So in some way, you're challenging yourself a little more each time. For non-exercise activity, this is icing on the cake. So you've already got your formal exercise in for the day. This is to mentally feel good, to make your body physically feel good. You want to do something that's fun. Now there it's going to be less structured. You may not paddleboard the same route. You may not time yourself paddleboarding. Gardening could be a fun Saturday activity, but it's not going to be the same every time. So that's just really the icing on the cake. Like, that's adding to your calorie burn. It's something that you love doing. It's not structured, and you don't progress it. You don't have to move heavier rocks if you're not a landscaper. You don't have to carry more water buckets to increase your gardening calorie burn.
Right. Yeah, and I would add to that too, and what we've seen in our experience here at One-on-One is that the formal exercise is what fuels the non-formal exercise. By coming in and by working on your mobility and your strength and your functional training, you're able to continue doing those other activities that you love. We can't put all of our eggs into paddleboarding or horseback riding or golf without having this structured time, because this is the thing that keeps us healthy to be able to do those things for the long term.
Yeah, you get more enjoyment out of your non-exercise activities when you're physically fit from the formal exercise. It goes hand in hand.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you so much for your research on this, and thank you all for asking the questions.
Thank you for the questions.
Yeah. Until next time.
Until next time, friends.